What I would say to someone starting a career in marketing is really, first of all, find a mentor. Find someone who's been down your path before and follow them. Even if you're not getting paid or even talking to the person, find out the reasons of why that they've been successful and model them. Go out of your way to either do free work for the person, promote the person, but be an evangelist for that particular person because if they mean something to you, they're going to be there every single step of the rest of your career. It made a huge difference in my career when I met, particularly Brian Eisenberg. I did free work for him for a number of years, and after that, I actually became his website designer. And now, today, 10 years later, I get some of my biggest clients because of those relationships that I created a long time ago.
So if I was seeking out a new career in digital marketing, probably the thing I would recommend most is subscribing to some really good blogs. Moz comes to mind, maybe Content Marketing Institute, maybe Vertical Measures. I would absolutely start reading all you can. The industry changes every week. I would do that, and I would look up for some conferences in your area to go attend. Digital Summit runs in 12 different cities around the world. I would give those a shot. I would look for conferences, great reading material, and just get started.
So the advice that I would give to somebody who is just starting out in marketing is this. You have to build your own personal brand just as much as the company that you're going to work for. What that means is that I would highly, highly, highly recommend that you pay attention to the things, the platforms, the areas, the specifics that will make your brand jump out. Because what you want to do is you want to grow, right? You want to grow in your career in a different way than you ever possibly could have imagined. And in order to do that, I highly suggest you start a blog if you haven't already. Start a blog and start writing and stick to it. Be consistent. If it's once a week, once every 2 weeks, once every month, whatever it is, stick to it. And that's going to be your schedule. And I promise you, if you do these kinds of activities, whether it's starting a blog or blogging on LinkedIn or sharing your thoughts in some way like we're doing right now on video every so often, but again, sticking to a schedule, you are going to jump off the charts and you're going to start learning more because you learn through teaching. So I want you to do that, okay? Thanks so much. Cheers.
So my advice to anyone interested in getting into digital marketing is to focus on your personal brand. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how hard you're working for another brand. If you're working equally as hard for yourself, it's going to pay off in the long run. Besides, it also gives you the opportunity to experiment on what will work for you and the brands that you represent in the future.
So the advice that I would give to someone who was going into marketing is to study storytelling, really understand what is a story, understand narrative, understand conflict. That's certainly one, I think, hopefully the future strategic direction of all marketing, not just content marketing. That'd be one. And then two, focus on what you can do for other people all your career, and you're going to be in great shape.
My best advice for someone who's interested in getting into digital marketing is to dive in. There's tons of resources online that you can learn all the different aspects and set up your own site. Play with it, start testing it. That was how actually I got my first job in digital marketing. Was I wanted a website to host my writing, and I built one. And then when I said, hey, I need a career, I was able to show the work I had already done and get my foot in the door. Because that's really how it starts.
Hey guys, my advice for anybody looking to start off a marketing career is understanding one thing, that marketing is everything and everything is marketing. And in order to really delve into that, read old marketing books. Don't read the stuff that was recently published. Don't read stuff that has the word digital in it. Read the old stuff. Read stuff by Seth Godin from 1999. Read stuff from 20 years ago. Read books that really explain the principles of marketing, because despite the fact that the tactics have changed, the channels have changed, the principles are fundamentally the same.
So if I was considering a career in marketing, the one thing that I would recommend is to connect with influencers in the marketing space. So if it's email marketing, connect with some email marketer influencers. If it's content marketing, connect with some influencers in content marketing. 10 or 20 influencers, introduce yourself, tell them kind of your skill set, what you bring to the table. Within a couple of weeks, you'll have some connections, and those are folks that can help you. And vice versa, when you become a name or brand unto yourself, then you can help them and pay it back. So that's my advice.
If you would have told me, like when I first started my career, when I went to college, that I would be running marketing at a multi-million-dollar software company, I would have laughed at you and told you you were absolutely insane. Frankly, I hate most marketing. And really, it's my passion to try to do marketing differently in a way that I would want to be marketed to. So that would be my advice to anyone going into marketing, is to remember that you are marketing to humans, you are a human marketing to other humans, and don't do anything to the people that you're marketing to that you wouldn't want to have done to you.
So Andy asked me, what advice would I give somebody who's interested in doing digital marketing? You know, it's a great question, and I guess it really depends on where you are in your career. Like if you're just out of school and you're thinking like, wow, this digital marketing thing's totally for me, then I would say that probably get a job working for an agency that has a wide variety of different clients. Digital marketing is definitely getting broader and broader, and there are more areas, more specialties within digital marketing all the time. Like, are you good at presenting something? Maybe then you should be doing video. Or are you really good at writing? Then you should be doing blogging. Are you really good at interacting? Then maybe one of the social media platforms are more your speed. I think as time goes on, people are going to expect that you're going to be really good in one area. So I think that an agency kind of gives you that opportunity.
Well, I think if you're considering going into marketing for the first time, my advice would be is to go be fearless and go with your gut. So much of marketing is a lot of buzzwords and acronyms and a lot of language that can seem a bit intimidating. But ultimately, it's about customers, and you're one of them. And so a lot of it is going with your gut, and it's psychology and common sense. So don't let all of the buzzwords and the experts intimidate you or make you feel like it's not possible, because it is possible for everybody. Everyone can be a marketer.
So my advice for someone thinking about just getting into marketing is to realize that nobody really knows anything when it comes to marketing. That basically all you have is a bunch of ideas, and the only way to really learn which ideas are going to work and which ideas are not going to work is to do testing. And so you just want to test a lot of stuff, and anyone who claims to have all the answers is probably a bit delusional. So you coming into it with not having a big background in marketing is not necessarily a disadvantage. Just go in with an open mind, assume that you're not the only one who doesn't know anything, and just try a bunch of stuff and measure and see what happens when you try the stuff, and you'll be hopefully smarter with every test you run.
I should have done that much sooner.
That's all I got.
Thanks, Hannah. That's a great tip.
Thanks, Andy.
Hey, there's a session.
That was great advice.
Thanks.
Thank you.